Welcome back to ThunderCast Live. We have got a lot of more people that have been filing in, as you can see behind us. It's starting to pick up, hopefully all the way around the stadium. We walked around a little bit and saw some people filing in. Over here at our place, we still have the sound system going. We have a lot of stuff on the smoker. I got to try just a little bit of Yardbird during the break. And who made all that possible and brought this food is here with us. This is Dan Given of Mountain State Farm. Dan, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Tell us a little bit about Mountain State Farm, where we were able to say, I need this, and this, and you made it happen.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You know, I think Mountain State Farm is unique in a couple different ways, and that is, first of all, it's here in West Virginia. Also, I just got to throw it out there, I went to Marshall University. I graduated from Marshall University,
yes.
So I'm a herd fan, and now I have my own herd of bison, and we raise chickens, and we raise pork, hogs, you know, and it's all pasture raised. There's no confinement, so it's humanely raised. And we've gotten into this meat business. You can check it out at mountainstatefarm.com. You can follow us at Mountain State Farm on all handles, Instagram, YouTube, everything, and see what we're up to. And we're really about transparency and delivering a high-quality product in a humane way to West Virginia, and particularly our folks down here in Huntington.
And I've seen that. I was given a tour by you of the property up there. It's a massive farm, and humane is definitely every one of the bison have a name, and they are cared for. It's great with the operation that they have. And I'm telling you, when you see the food here in a little bit, and we're going to be eating on camera, you're going to see how good this stuff really is.
Yeah, and they've done an excellent job. I sampled a little bit too. It tastes great, but you know, our farm is something that's been in the family for a long time. Recently, though, in the last several years, we've taken back over operations, and we just have a ton of work still to do, but it's coming along nicely, and we want everyone just to see what we're doing and what we're up to, and we're glad to kind of sponsor this inaugural tailgate for the ThunderCast.
And we're excited too.
I'll tell you, the biggest thing for me was we came to you and we said, Dan, we want to do this. Here's what we need. And you basically went, no problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, let me see if we can get some things together. I don't know if we can make it. It was no problem. We got you covered.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I mean, obviously we've known each other, and I saw that you were interested in some sponsors, and I was like, this is a perfect fit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got bison, we've got herd on the, our own herd on the farm. You know, they're going to be, doing what I love, which is smoking meats. Who doesn't love that?
Yeah.
And tailgating. I mean, I've had my fair share down here in Huntington doing that. So,
wait, can you ever get your fair share? Because I cannot. I cannot.
Probably not. No, that's a good point.
Now let's talk briefly about. You said go to mountainstatefarm.com, and they could actually, anyone watching this, get an order from there, and you could ship it to them, correct?
Well, we are getting ready to ship here in the next month.
Okay.
But we are in the Wild Ramp, which is here in Huntington. We've got a limited selection down there, but we also are at the Putnam County Farmers Market, which is, I don't know, it's not even 40 minutes from here. Every Saturday through October, we're down there with a full selection of products. And we're also even up in Buchanan, West Virginia. And we have our own meat shop on the farm, which is a little bit north of Charleston, off exit 46 off I-79. We are getting ready to ship soon, so hopefully it'll be as simple as going on to mountainstatefarm.com, placing your order, and letting it show up at your door.
So what I'm hearing is you need to go to mountainstatefarm.com, bookmark the site, so that when that program rolls out, you can start outfitting your tailgates with premium meats from West Virginia, Virginia grown farm, from a herd alum and a herd fan. I mean, that's what we're all about, right?
That's right. Support the herd fans.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what the ThunderCast has always wanted to do. We want to work with other herd fans, and it's a rising tide raises all ships. So we want to network together.
Absolutely.
So you're here for a football game.
Yes.
We've talked about the food. We've talked about what you do. But at the end of the day, we're here to watch the herd play.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk about who is Dan Given excited to see on the field this year? Who's the guy that's like, you know what, I'm really intrigued?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm interested in seeing how Columby plays. I mean, he's the quarterback. Here at Marshall, we have a history of great quarterbacks. We're talking Byron Leftwich, Chad Pennington, the Randy Moss years. I mean, that's what actually sold me when I was a kid, growing up watching those players play. And so I really want to make sure and see how Columby plays. I have high expectations for him coming as a transfer from Texas Tech. I think it's going to be great. And others, just the overall atmosphere here in Huntington, I've noticed has changed because I have been so busy with the farm. I haven't been down here that much, I have to admit. And it just seems like everything is growing up for the herd. And I think the Coach Huff years are in, Brad Smith years are in, and I'm excited to see as it progresses where that goes.
We were talking about that before we went live. We were looking around, it's like, wow, this building used to be here, and this building used to be here, and now it's looks like what I said before. We're on the precipice of an emergence, I think, as a city, a real industry boom. Mm-hmm. We're trying to bring everything into, well, I mean, let's face it, the 21st century, right? Huntington is on the verge. It really feels that way. Not just outside of Marshall, the city in itself.
Absolutely. I mean, I was just joking. I was like, when did Dunkin' Donuts and another Starbucks and now there's this shake place? I was like, when did all this stuff come to be? And apparently I'm a little bit behind on that. But just looking around, you can tell there's big things coming, with the baseball field and other things and event and venues being put in. It's really exciting.
To me, it looks like leadership of Marshall and of Huntington are on the same page about what they want to do. We recently had, as we can see over here, the old ACF property in the not too far distance. There was just a big announcement about that that will heavily impact this area and Marshall University. It was in the Herald-Dispatch just 2 days ago, if that. So it's like everyone's on the same page. It's a very exciting time. We just talked about in segment 1 how everything is new, and this is part of it. Huntington is getting some of that as well. But back to football. Back to football in this game. You said Columby. I have to echo that because everyone wants to see the de facto leader of the team, which is usually the quarterback, right? So this is his first snap that he's ever going to take in a herd uniform. We are all wanting to see with anticipation, how's he going to perform? If I had to get Dan Given to give me a prediction right now on what Columby's going to do today, against Norfolk State, what would you say? Put you on the spot.
Well, coming from Texas Tech, and knowing how Texas Tech is, I'm hoping he's going to air the ball out some. We love to see that.
You do love to see that.
Now, especially here at Marshall.
Yep. Marshall, yes.
But, at the same time, we've got good backs, and I think it should be a balanced approach. And but I'd love to see some big deep throws. I mean, who would I be kidding if I didn't?
KD?
Well, he's got a good problem, right? The wide receiver room we talked about before is absolutely stacked when you think about guys like Corey Gamage, Talik Keaton, Shadid Ahmed, Montgomery, and Brian Robinson. We're not even talking about tight ends.
Yeah, and runners out of the backfield.
And runners out of the back, or receivers out of the backfield.
Receivers out of the backfield.
He's got a myriad of weapons. So the point I keep making is Norfolk State's third, fourth, fifth cornerback better than our third, fourth, fifth wide receiver? No, actually, I mean, no shade at them. Their number one corner is not better than our number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
So we could see it get ugly early.
Yeah.
And
I predicted.
I'm kind of here for it.
I predicted. I said 56-14.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at 42, which if you're a betting person, that is against with the spread. I think that it opened around 33.5. Heavily favored Marshall. The ESPN predictor had him at 99.3. We're looking at, we could be airing it out in this first Columby game.
I'm not saying that Dan should bet the farm, but 33-point spread, you got to like the herd's chances today.
Would you bet the farm?
That's all really tough, but if we're speaking metaphorically, why not? I think a 33.5-point spread seems reasonable to me based off, some of the analysis you've done on your podcast. It seems to me that that's something very achievable for the herd today.
If we're doing metaphorically, I'll put $28 million on it.
Okay. I mean, I like the herd to win. I'm not a betting man, but it's always fun to speculate. Dan, look, you're here to tailgate. You're here to have a good time. We appreciate you joining the show, talking about Mountain State Farm. And we really, really appreciate you providing the food for this tailgate. I mean, there's going to be a lot of satisfied tummies here in a little bit when that stuff gets pulled off the smokers.
Yeah, and look at this back here as more people are showing up and everything and tailgating and all that stuff. It's just great to see. But Dan, thanks again.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, guys. And
we'll catch up in a little bit.
I'm excited for everything you're doing on this show, so it's great.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
appreciate you. Dan Given, guys, go to mountainstatefarm.com, bookmark the site. Get ready to place those orders. They're going to be shipping soon. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, so you get the whole experience from Mountain State Farm. Go to the YouTube channel. He says they're doing a series of videos of things that go on the farm. So you'll get a firsthand look at the herd that he has on the farm.